All right. So this past week, we just had our Premier League, the fourth round, the fourth week of the Premier League games, and
Yep.
man, what a shit show. For a lot of teams,
What are you talking about?
it was a bouncing back against some horrible losses. But let's get started because Moises wasn't here last week. He wasn't feeling under the weather. Uh, we disregarded the point system, but I do want to comment on Manchester United beating Southampton 1-0. There was a goal from Bruno Fernandes at the edge of the penalty box, and
Didn't watch, didn't care.
yeah, he just to let you know, if you guys don't know, he hates United and Liverpool and Arsenal and Chelsea. The only two top teams that he cares about in England are obviously Tottenham and City.
More Tottenham than City. I like City though.
Yeah. So, United are coming back from their win against Liverpool at Old Trafford 2-1.
Yep.
They tried to get the momentum back, and they did it. I mean, it was a goal from Bruno Fernandes. United didn't play their best. Southampton definitely had a lot of chances, especially at the very end. But they got the W. That's all that matters to them. So 2 wins in a row. Do you think, Moises, that they're going to ride this through to the until the rails fall off, until something happens?
No, I don't think so.
So this is it. They're gonna lose the next game.
I think honestly, it's right now. I think the Liverpool game was a bounce for them. I do think that they're gonna have stumbles along the way, but I don't think they're gonna get relegated.
Of course
Of
not.
course not, right? But I see them coming 6th or 7th this year.
All right.
So, I mean, they're gonna win games. So I mean, it's not a matter of if
And do you
when.
see the change that they did? No Harry Maguire in the back. I think that's the smartest thing they've ever done.
Harry Maguire sucks. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and that's 80 million on the bench. But you know what?
You
Fuck
spend
that.
another 100 million on someone no one knows about.
Yep. And goodbye, Harry Maguire. He's going to rot in that bench until his contract's up, or they loan him out somewhere. But I don't even know which team would want him, honestly.
Nobody.
Yeah, so good for Manchester United.
Besiktas.
Oh, yeah, Besiktas. Dele Alli. You'll see your England teammate over there, too.
Dele Alli, miss you, my man, but you suck now.
Uh-huh. And then the next game, Brentford versus Everton, 1-1. I actually called this was going to be a tie, but a 0-0. Honestly, Everton sucks shit, right? Everton
Everton are gonna get relegated.
Yes, they are, because as of right now, Everton are 18th. They're in the relegation
Yeah,
zone.
they're done. I think Frank Lampard's gonna get sacked pretty soon.
Yes, he is.
He's out of his scope.
He's
So
out
they're
of
gonna
his.
they're gonna bring Big Sam.
Oh,
more
not
than
Sam Allardyce. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they're gonna bring him in.
Well, sorry, Frank, but your team sucks, and you know it. You guys are 18th place right now. I know it's only 4 games, but in that 4-game sample size, you've drawn 1 and lost like 3 of them. So, yeah, good
he's
luck. Good luck trying to get back up. Next game, Brighton beats Leeds United 1-0. This actually surprised the hell out of me because I did not think Leeds would lose this game after the 3-0 thumping that they did to Chelsea, but they lost to Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton's a good team. They're in the 4th place for a reason. I'm not surprised. It's just Leeds are gonna be very up and down this year. They're gonna have good moments as well as they're gonna have bad moments. Like I said, they're not gonna be a top 10 team. I think they'll be like 12th or 13th. But I mean, the progression continues under Jesse Marsh, so I mean, it's just a matter of time for them. But yeah, I mean, they got new players. They obviously lost, but
Brighton actually are really good.
Which Brighton do it on Arsenal because that'd be amazing.
He's hoping we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Next game, Liverpool 9, Bournemouth 0. This was an absolute rout after the embarrassment Liverpool had against Manchester United,
Which
losing
was
to
hilarious.
them 2-1. This was a huge bounce back. They're actually tied the 4th biggest marginal goal difference in history. with
I'm
Leicester
not
a couple years
surprised, though.
ago, Manchester United a couple years ago, and the 1994 United team. So only 4 teams in history have had a scoreline of 9-0.
I'm not surprised. It's something.
I saw the complete highlights of that game.
My fault.
Fumble. It was an absolute rout. I mean, Bournemouth, honestly, but I know it was the scoreline says it's 9-0, but Bournemouth suck ass. I mean, they have just been losing and losing and losing.
Yep.
So I wasn't even shocked. I was shocked about the scoreline, honestly. But when you look at the last couple of games, look, they lost to City 4-0. They lost to Arsenal 3-0. They tied with Norwich 2-2 in the EFL Cup, in the Carabao Cup. But that just tells you, in the small sample size, of what Bournemouth is. And I know a lot of Liverpool fans, myself included, are high up on this game. And yeah, it was a huge accomplishment, but it's against Bournemouth.
No, like I said, it's something they were for sure going to win 3 or 4-0. My book, I think it's just it's a reaction after losing to United.
Yeah, Jurgen has.
You never want to lose to a bad team.
No, and this was Jurgen wanted to.
It's a statement game.
Yeah, he wanted a statement. He wanted to show the entire league. Yeah, we had 2 draws and a loss before this, but we are still in this. We can still turn it on if we want to, and this 9-0 is just an example. But I would like this fire to continue in the next couple weeks, especially in the big boys against the top 6. So hopefully Jurgen can turn on the afterburners and keep this momentum going. Virgil van Dijk actually said after the game he wants this to continue. He wants to suffocate and destroy teams. That's not going to happen, though. Honestly, no, it's not going to happen. But you have to have that mentality, though.
Bournemouth will be relegated by the 15th game.
Yeah, now, actually, Bournemouth. Actually, they're outside of the relegation zone.
Yeah, because everybody else, there's like 3 teams worse.
Yeah, so
winning a game saved them.
Yep. So Liverpool want to keep up with this momentum next week. So I mean, good for Liverpool, but hey, as a Liverpool fan, this was just a blimp. Honestly, I'm not even counting this. If you go undefeated from this point on, then I'll say something. But now it don't mean jack.
Yep.
Next game, City against Crystal Palace. God damn. I thought Crystal Palace were going to do something. They were 2-0 up in halftime. But what did your man Erling Haaland
surprised, but Haaland, as I thought so would do, get a hat trick at some point, and he did. I mean, Haaland's amazing, and there was 2 goals that were tap-ins. I will agree, but on the third goal, his talent just showed, and he'll be doing a lot of that for City for the next 10 years, I believe.
Yeah, because, we all know City. There was a stat that actually the last 6 games of the Premier League, they were actually down 2-0.
Yeah.
They were actually down or they conceded 2 goals and they didn't lose. They either drew or won. And this is one of the games that you saw the brilliance of Erling Haaland. Even though most of them were tap-ins, a lot of strikers don't make those tap-ins.
I just think City are so good. They get bored of winning all the time, and so they try to do another way of winning. And I mean, I'm joking, but yeah, it seems like it. And honestly, City, they're tied with Tottenham on points, but I do think they'll finish the league on top as usual. But man, they're just more impressive now. Adding Haaland's a game changer for sure.
Yeah, and Erling it's just the beginning. I mean, he did a hat trick,
40 goals. I'm telling you, 40 goals.
Yeah,
just in the Prem.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he scores 40. He already has 5 right now, and it's only played 4 games.
Yeah.
So good for Erling Haaland. Good for City. They have a hallmark of champions. When you're down 0-2, a lot of teams would just give up, but they came back in style.
Yeah, well, for sure. I mean, City is just a massive juggernaut for everybody in the Prem and champions. So I'm excited. This will be a good season for them.
Yep. Next game, Chelsea defeated Leicester 2-1. 2 goals from Raheem Sterling, or as a lot of people say, City's trash because they got rid of Raheem Sterling like a bad habit.
And Jesus.
Yeah. So, but hey, good for Raheem Sterling. He wanted to prove to everybody that he does belong. That he still is a top attacking force in the Premier League. And what better way to score 2 goals against? I mean, it's against Leicester, but hey, it's Leicester.
I would do what the City did in a heartbeat. Get rid of people that you didn't trust, such as Jesus and Sterling, and get Juggernaut as Haaland. So I'm sure they have no regrets, and those other players don't either.
I know after the embarrassing loss Chelsea had against Leeds, they had to bounce back, and what a way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they had to. I mean, they kind of had to. If they lost this game, they would have been at 4 points. That would have been
Horrendous.
Yeah, that would have been bad for them. So, Chelsea, of course, they're gonna win games. I mean, I wish they didn't, but they are gonna win
They're
games.
a bunch of puercos.
Leicester, I think, are more surprising. The fact that they have no points. They're 4
Yeah,
games
they're
in.
4 games, and they're in the relegation
20th
zone.
place right now.
Yeah,
I think that's more surprising than anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, they just lost Fofana. He's going to Chelsea, so they're just.
I think
under
it's going to
rebuild.
keep going down and down and down for
They're
them.
going to be under rebuild, and I wouldn't be surprised if they get relegated. To be honest.
Well, congrats, Chelsea. Arsenal defeating Fulham 1-0. I just saw the highlights of this.
It wasn't 1-0, 2-1.
I mean, yeah, my bad. Arsenal defeated Fulham 2-1. Mitrovic, he just pickpocketed Gabriel like he was nothing, like he wasn't there.
That's Arsenal. I'm telling you, there's still that old Arsenal there. They're papering over the cracks, but trust me when I say this: when they lose, they will lose.
And he will bring out the prime
I will
Arsenal
go to
tears.
Kroger and I will buy a prime and I will drink it and I will say Arsenal tears in a bottle. That will happen. I do think that'll happen this week.
Yeah,
I don't honestly, bold prediction. I don't think they win a game this week.
Wow. You hear that first, Arsenal fans, that all the success you're having is just luck and you're playing a bunch of nobodies.
They're playing Brighton on Wednesday. When is it, Tuesday or Wednesday?
They are. No, you're not playing against.
Who are they playing against?
They are playing against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was Brighton.
Nope.
Okay. So never mind. Take that back.
Until the 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
But give the devil the credit that they deserve.
Yeah, I mean
they're doing really well because the Arsenal vote down 1-0, they would have folded.
I honestly thought they were going to lose the game. And when Mitrovic scored, I called it. I even said that Mitrovic was going to score. I kind of felt like.
But then
it was
right
done.
after Odegaard, off a deflection, just scored in.
Just the momentum of being in that stadium and all those losers in that stadium.
And then what happened, Gabriel, the guy who gave up the goal, he did a header to win the game.
I think it was a handball.
And honestly, when Gabriel clattered into the
like a
Fulham
foul.
goalkeeper, it should have been a foul. Even
I'm
VR
not sure
checked it, but they said, "Oh no foul." I'm like, what?
I think Arsenal would have won either way. I'm sure they would have got like a last minute game winner or something. But this is I see the reaction and I'm just like.
Dude, a lot of Arsenal fans are saying
games.
that we're going to go invincible. We're going to go undefeated. We're going to win everything.
I don't see them beating any top 6 side, barring Manchester United. I don't think they beat Tottenham. I don't think they'll beat Chelsea. I don't think they'll beat maybe United. And Man City for sure, no. They're not doing anything against them. And no way Liverpool. So that right there is like 6 losses.
Yep.
And they will stumble. I do think when it's all said and done, I think they'll have 10 losses.
Damn, you hear that?
Yeah, I mean,
the
everyone
fairy
loses.
tale, the clock will strike midnight, and the fairy tale will be over.
For sure. I mean, everyone loses. I mean, at some point, this Jesus was okay. I mean, he had some good spells. I just don't. I honestly, Arsenal's Arsenal. They're like the Cowboys. Just Stephen A. said. What
like whoever know, like I know a lot of people watch this probably in the UK, but the American Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys, they always have a hype. They always go to the NFC, the wild card, the NFC divisional,
Super Bowl every year,
and they always bust in the first or second round.
Yeah, or they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, so it's always funny. And they remind us of so much of Arsenal fans.
Yeah, they're the same thing, same breed.
So
it will happen.
So have fun. What you say, Moise? Have Arsenal have all the fun that you want.
Enjoy your victories, because when it lose, you know how it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
they're still on top of the Prem, 100% record, undefeated. But is that all going to change? Yes, it is.
Yes, I believe so.
So Aston Villa losing to West Ham 1-0. What the fuck is wrong with Aston Villa?
Gerrard needs to go. I think his time's done.
Really?
I just think he should have stayed.
He was at the Scottish Premiership. He was
Rangers.
at Rangers.
He should have just stayed there.
Wow.
To be honest.
You hear that, Stevie G? Your time is up. It
Yeah,
is
your
over
time
for
is done.
you.
I think honestly at this point he has. I mean, they're not. Aston Villa's an okay team,
But they're
but
15th
yeah,
place
I
with
mean,
only one win.
yeah, I would start singing.
It's
their
like in
praises.
Frank Lampard's situation. Like I think it's time for to
Yep. No,
go.
yeah, I think they're both done.
I still say though that give Steven Gerrard just a couple more weeks until the World Cup, because the World Cup is coming in November. Just
Yeah.
give him until that to see what he could do. If not, if they're in a relegation or near relegation, then get rid of him.
I say
And I love Stevie G, but you know.
if they lose the next 3 games, I would get rid of them.
Yep. So yeah, and good for West Ham. I mean, they had a rocky start in the beginning, but now
West Ham, I think they'll be bottom half of the table this year. That's how they're looking like.
yeah, this was actually their first win, but what a way to do it. So congrats to West Ham. They were my dark horse pick.
Yeah, who cares?
Wolves against Newcastle 1-1. I mean,
Saint Maximum is a phenomenal player.
yes. And I wouldn't be surprised if a big club, whether it be in England, Spain, Germany, France, I don't care.
I think he'll be at PSG.
With all that attacking power, you're going to say get
I
another
think,
guy?
No,
Come-
not this year. Maybe not the next year, but at some point once Messi leaves, I do think they'll get him.
I think he stays in the Prem, but a big club. Like a Chelsea would get him.
I mean, Newcastle. Like I said, I give them. I think they can make the European places.
yeah.
But
Right now
I
they're in
mean,
7th place. They're just a point behind the European places.
I think the only way he stays is if they can make Europe, whether Conference League, Europa. But yeah, I mean he's doing well, but he's that type of player that will do something like that for you. He'll save you when you're having a bad day. So yeah,
Yeah, good to you, Saint Maxima. So keep doing what you're doing. And Moise, I'm going to let you hand off to you. Nottingham Forest 0, Tottenham 2.
Conte said the team was prepared to suffer today, and that's exactly.
What happened. I saw the highlights just right
It's
now,
just,
and
they were saying like it was like Nottingham Forest. They were like, "Give me the best what you got. Give me your
And
best."
and Nottingham Forest had chances, but they just
don't.
couldn't.
They
take
don't
it.
have a defining striker.
No, they
And
got
Conte knew
they
that.
got Jesse Lingardinho.
Conte knew that. So obviously it was a matter of you were gonna suffer. The main man Harry Kane had a fantastic day, bar missing a penalty. It's okay. He had 2 goals. The whole bench Son.
Oh yeah, I see
I-
that on trending on Twitter. They're saying get rid of Son. He
No,
sucks.
no. Right now it's just I think every player has maybe like a little.
A lot of English fans are too reactionary.
maybe in their own head a little bit. Maybe he's sorry. No, who gives a hell about English fans? But maybe Son is just.
You hear the English fans? Fuck you guys. Who are you guys?
Maybe Son is just in his head. I mean, maybe it's something else off the field. I think sooner or later Son will start producing again, and he'll have 20 goals. It's just a matter of time for them.
Yeah,
And we're doing
I
this-
honestly don't think Son is a bad player now. It's
No,
just he had
no,
a
no,
slow
no.
start, like Mohamed Salah. He's had a
Yeah.
slow ass start as well.
So, I mean-
in the Mohamed Salah, the 9-0, he had no goals. That should just tell
I
you
didn't know
something
that.
right there.
Yeah, you should be scoring 3 or 4 of those. But yeah, with Son, I mean, sooner or later he'll come out of it, so I'm not worried for sure.
So we're gonna do the predictions for next week, round 5. So, all right, Mo, Fulham against Brighton. Who you got?
2-1 Brighton.
2-1 Brighton.
Yep.
Brighton. And for me, and it's Brighton versus Fulham. Yeah, I call, especially how good Brighton's playing right now.
Yeah, I say 2-1 full.
I'd say 3-0. 3-0.
Ooh, that's pushing it.
3-0 Brighton.
Yeah, Fulham are okay though. They're not bad.
I know they're not bad, but hey, 3-0. All right, Crystal Palace versus Brentford. Who you got?
Ooh, I heard Zaha might be going to Chelsea if the Aubameyang.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
So, you say who? Crystal Palace against who?
Brentford.
Brentford. Crystal Palace 2-1.
He's going with Crystal Palace 2-1.
Yeah.
And I will go with Crystal Palace a 1-0 win.
Yeah, that's a good one for sure. I have to back up my iPhone.
Yeah, I have no memory in my
Who the heck
iPhone.
is this girl? She's crazy.
Oh my god. Southampton against Chelsea. Who you got? I know you hate Chelsea, but who you got?
Um, draw.
Wow.
1-1.
1-1 draw.
Yeah. I think Chelsea have one of those days. It's a midweek game, so sometimes you're not up for it, and I think Chelsea have one of those days.
Um, I will actually go with a 2-1 win by Chelsea.
Yeah.
Southampton is not really a good side right now, but yeah, Chelsea.
Are these games on Tuesday?
Let me see. The 30th. Yes, they are on Tuesday.
Okay. Sweet.
And
Premier
then
League
we
games.
have Leeds against Everton. The Leeds have to win this.
Leeds, Everton, Leeds, 3-0.
3-0 Leeds.
Yeah. I believe in my American guys.
Of course.
When is the international break again?
I don't even know,
I think
honestly.
it's so this week. No, next week's Champions League. I have to check on that, but I'm pretty sure because everyone's announcing their squads.
So
for-
I have 2-0 Leeds.
Yep.
Leeds are a good side, and they will crom stomp freaking Everton, basically relegated. They're gonna get relegated.
I think Lampard might get sacked after that game if it's bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean-
Next game: Bournemouth against Wolves. Bournemouth, remember
Wolves-
they just got annihilated 9-0.
I mean, they'll be up for it. Wolves, they haven't won a game, I think.
Nope.
Right. 3-2 Wolves.
You're giving Southampton 2 goals.
I mean, Southampton though.
I mean, you're
Bournemouth.
giving
Yeah,
Bournemouth
I mean,
2 goals.
after you lose like that, I mean, you're for sure more motivated. So I think they'll take the lead, but then Raul will get. a couple
I
goals.
am calling a 2-0 Wolves win.
Yeah, I think
The
Wolves
misery
win.
continues for Bournemouth.
I think Wolves win, but I think I'll give Bournemouth credit.
Okay, one of the bigger games of the week: Arsenal against Aston Villa.
Arsenal, Aston Villa. I did say that they would lose. I think this is a must-win for Gerrard.
Yes, he has to win
He
this
has
one.
to win this game, or
It's at the Emirates too. It's going to be a little bit hard, but hey, Steven Gerrard has to win.
let's go. Yeah, let's do it. 2-1, Aston Villa.
Oh, you hear that?
2-1 Aston Villa.
2-1 Aston
The rope
Villa.
stops. The rope starts this week. Stops this week.
Damn.
They won't win a game this week. That's my prediction.
I actually will go with a 1-1 draw.
You don't think Arsenal win?
I don't think Arsenal win. I think they're going to draw because they could be a little bit tired, especially playing midweek. Like you said, a lot
They
of
look some shake. Their defense isn't that
yeah,
great.
exactly. So I'm gonna do a 1-1 draw, and you're going for a 2-1 Aston Villa
I
win.
think they need the win.
Yes, they do.
They need it desperately. So
Oh my God, do we even go Manchester City against Nottingham Forest?
Oh. 5-1
5-1. What, Nottingham?
City. I think Haaland has a hat trick again.
I would not be surprised.
Maybe 4 goals.
I am going for a 4-0 win. City.
I mean, Nottingham played well. It's just Tottenham just said, "Give me your best shot."
Yeah, I know if Tottenham did that, imagine what City's gonna do. They're I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah,
if it's
but
10-0.
they had more possession than us. It was just like Conte just said. It was a Conte special. They just said, "Bring it." They do anything.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's 10-0. Jesus, man. West Ham hosting Tottenham Hotspur.
Ooh, this is a London derby. These are always very spicy.
Yes.
There's a lot of hate.
Remember, within that one year, you were up 3-0 against them, and they came back
they
3-3?
came back 3-3. I mean, obviously, I think Tottenham win.
But it's a London derby, you know, or like you
They're-
said, you know
they're-
how.
they're always up for it for sure. They just got off a win,
So you got
3-1, Tottenham.
woo 3-1.
Yeah, we beat them like that last year. 3-1 Tottenham.
I will go a 2-1 Spurs win.
So you're giving us credit.
I mean, against West Ham, they only have one win, so
Yeah, I mean, it's a derby, though. I mean, you got to
yeah.
give
But
them.
Spurs will win this out.
I think we go undefeated. I told you right earlier.
What?
I don't think we'll lose until the World Cup.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. That's a
Yeah,
bold
that's
prediction.
yeah, I don't think we'll lose until the break.
Well, good luck
The World
with
Cup
that.
They're all going to be exhausted going into the World Cup.
Yep. So Liverpool against Newcastle.
Ooh, that's a good game. Let's say Newcastle win.
Wow, you hear it
Newcastle
first.
win.
How much?
3-2.
Wow.
3-2. Yeah, I'm confident. I think Isak plays the first. You know their new signing, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna be a superstar, so he makes his presence known.
So after a huge win for Liverpool, my brother Moises says they're not going to win.
Yep.
That
I mean, I might be all wrong and stuff, but they're my predictions. So who cares?
it's going to be for me Liverpool win, not in a grandiose style like they did before, but they're going to win 3-1.
Mo Salah gets a goal.
I hope so because
I think he gets a brace. I think he gets 2 goals.
yeah. So, yeah, I'm just hoping for a Liverpool win. And last game, Leicester City hosting Manchester United.
Ooh, Leicester need a win.
They really need a win.
I say 1-0 Leicester.
1-0 Leicester.
Yeah.
So that gravy train that United are on, it ends.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, I think Leicester have Vardy. Is he playing still?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be 1-0 be enough. At Old Trafford, right?
At the King Power.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 1-0. Maybe 2-0.
So, for me, as a United fan as well.
Ronaldo's last game as a United player.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think he's going to get picked up somewhere?
I think he ends up going to Napoli or Sporting.
Wow, imagine that.
Yeah, I think one or the other. I think right now he's done with United. So, yeah, I think he'll be dealt by Thursday.
All right.
Oh, that's another thing we didn't mention, the deadline day.
Yeah, well, you just said it right there. That's the biggest deadline day news. Ronaldo possibly leaving back to his boyhood club, Sporting.
I mean, though, that would suck for Tottenham, though.
What?
He would be in our group.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That'll make that group a little more interesting. But
well, we'll see.
yeah, we'll for sure see.
But what do you call? You call Leicester or United winning?
I already said
What?
1-0. 1-0 Leicester.
Oh, yeah, you did. My bad. For me, Manchester United have to win. They have to continue at least something. So I will say a 2-1 United win.
Goes by who? Ronaldo? His farewell?
No, not by Ronaldo. Probably Jadon Sancho and Bruno Fernandes.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. And then, well, that's pretty much it for this episode. The Champions League start next week. I am super excited about that.
Yes.
And
I'm excited for that, too. I think we'll talk about that more.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that more, especially next week. But until then, that's our predictions. Thank you, everyone. My name is Ulysses, and that's
Big Mel Bullet Club. Moses.
$75,000 Moses, apparently.
Let's go, baby. Hopefully $100,000 by the time I'm 30.
There you go. So thank you, guys. Have yourself a great day. Talk to y'all later.